it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene. Emerge from the tunnel. They're ready for football. Rams do battle with the Kansas City. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, LA! In for the score. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team who just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with offensive coordinator on the other side of the field. You better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. First and 10. Here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Goff will lead the Rams up here, first and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to say...
Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. And Ndamukong Suh able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Able to find Harris complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. Third and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50. Watkins, the intended receiver.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. Runs over it, and now running right through it. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the side. The big hit.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks from 19 yards away. And the Rams are in for 6.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. A little juke. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now here comes Kansas City. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? That's the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Ndamukong Suh in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. On play action, it's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And this return is going to be halted right around the 20. Yard line. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Some strong running at the 20. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Allen Bailey in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They're running with Gurley. the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. The Chiefs on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. The Chiefs on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 83 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and through. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Here's Goff now on second down. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd and 5. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Le'Veon Bailey in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. A final shot before break here. Goff, flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? And onside. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Now a pitch out to Williams. They juked him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And that's the big